Good afternoon, and thanks for having us in. The South Dakota Attorney General's office and DCI say a Sioux Falls police officer was justified in a shooting that injured 2 people. The incident happened on December 20th at a come-and-go gas station along Minnesota Avenue. The report says the incident started as a traffic stop for a vehicle that didn't have the correct license plates. Investigators say the driver, Renee Tubols, gave officers a fake name and date of birth. Authorities say she refused multiple commands to get out of the vehicle and struggled with officers. The report says Tubols then reversed the vehicle while 2 officers were behind an open car door. That's when police opened fire, hitting Tubols and a passenger. Both were taken to the hospital for their injuries. The report also details Tubols' criminal history, including another case where she's accused of assaulting a police officer just days earlier. Investigators say as she was trying to drive away from a traffic stop, she dragged an officer several feet. Once she was discharged from the hospital, she was arrested on 14 arrest warrants. The city of Memphis is preparing for possible unrest as the public awaits the release of video of police officers' confrontation with Tyree Nichols. The family of the 29-year-old man says the footage shows him being beaten relentlessly after a traffic stop. He died 3 days later. Jared Hill is in Memphis with this report.
As Memphis braces for the release of police video showing the officer's violent confrontation with Tyree Nichols, prosecutors explained why it was important to set expectations and appeal for calm beforehand.
When people actually see with their own eyes the kinds of things that occurred in this incident, there's an even greater potential, I think, for a very serious public reaction.
Nichols' family says the 29-year-old was restrained, beaten, tased, and pepper sprayed after being pulled over near his home in Memphis on January 7th. He died in the hospital 3 days later.
I'm sickened by what I saw.
The 5 officers involved in the traffic stop were fired and now face felony charges, including second-degree murder, aggravated assault, and official misconduct. Lawyers for 2 of the former officers said their clients will plead not guilty.
He could not be more upset about this entire situation. To be accused of being involved in the death of another is devastating to him.
Local officials chose to wait until after the school and business day was done to release this footage. Memphis area schools, in fact, canceled all after-class activities preemptively. At a vigil Thursday night, Tyree Nichols' mother called for peaceful protests.
I don't want us burning up our cities, tearing up the streets, because that's not what my son stood for.
Nichols' family will hold a funeral for the father, FedEx worker, and avid skateboarder next week. Jared Hill, CBS News, Memphis.
4 of the 5 former officers charged in Nichols' death have been released on bond. Turning to weather, we know snow is coming. Let's get to Scott Munt for the details on when and where. What do you say, Scott?
Well, snow will start across western South Dakota this afternoon, eventually move into central parts of eastern, southeastern Ketherland during the evening and overnight. For some of us, this will continue into the morning hours. Right now, we do have that system to our northwest, and that will continue to travel to the southeast as we do take a closer look at what's going on. In Ketherland, maybe a couple of snow showers or light rain showers trying to get going across western South Dakota. That will eventually become more widespread later this afternoon and evening and try to move into central and south central Ketherland. And then as we go through the overnight hours, that will eventually spread across the southeast. I up some of these snowfall totals. 3 to 6 along Interstate 90. Okay, that goes from Chamberlain all the way over to Worthington. South of that area, it's heavier. 4 to 8 Winter and Spencer. 6 to 10 in Yankton, and then those amounts, the farther north you go, well, they do taper off to an inch or 2. Temperatures right now are in the 20s and teens across eastern South Dakota. We have 30 and 40 degree weather in central and western Ketherland. Still with that strong north to northwest wind in eastern South Dakota, Minnesota, and Iowa, but that wind is starting to back down a little bit. And we do have a couple of those wind gusts in that 30-mile-per-hour range. For today, temperatures remaining steady. Many locations, northwest winds around 15 to 30 in eastern Ketherland. And then for tonight, temperatures fall close to 0. We'll watch our snow move across the area. And for tomorrow, you can expect snow in the morning across southeastern Ketherland, and then we'll have a mostly cloudy day. And it will be a cold afternoon, and that's just a taste of what's to come for the second half of the weekend and going through much of next week. Talking about that cold air. I'll have more details on those numbers coming up here in just a couple of minutes, Dan.
Thank you, Scott. South Dakota's delegation is asking President Joe Biden to approve a major disaster declaration for 2 tribes. The requests are for the Oglala and Rosebud Sioux tribes due to the snowstorms in December. Several feet of snow trapped people in their homes and also cut off access to both tribes. If the president approves each tribe's declaration request, it would help speed up recovery efforts. The FDA's advisors support a plan to simplify COVID-19 vaccinations. The advisory panel voted unanimously that people should get the same vaccine formula whether they're receiving their initial vaccinations or a booster. The FDA would have to decide how to phase in that change. Looking ahead, the agency says most Americans should do fine if they get a once-a-year booster targeted to the newest variants in the fall. The FDA has issued draft guidance to change its policies on donating blood, moving away from time-based deferrals for men who have sex with men. Under current guidelines, men who have sex with men are permitted to donate blood after a 3-month deferral period in which they abstain from sexual encounters with men. Instead, the agency is now proposing individual risk-based questions to reduce the potential spread of HIV through transfusions. The Sioux Falls Jazz and Blues Society is officially dissolving. The organization will donate money to the Levitt at the Falls and the Sioux Falls Arts Council. The society existed for more than 35 years, bringing several events to the area, including Jazz Fest, the Jazz Diversity Project, and scholarships. The Toy Lending Library wants to expand its reach by including cultures and countries from around the world. While they don't have any of the boxes made up just yet, the organization is asking for the community's help to get started.
I'm inviting the community to come and help me to build those boxes. If they are from a different country or a different culture right here, come and talk to me and tell me what it is. Help me build this type boxes so we can showcase your country or culture.
Cosione wants to include toys, books, and even music from different backgrounds in these new toy boxes.